department. This department, I'll name it, let's say JSK will fall under 8. The number 8, the department number 8. Okay, these are some of the departments that were made previously. Then after I made the departments, all the departments are made: first year, second year, third year, fourth year, depending on the faculties that the institution has. If the institution has got 15 faculties, you're gonna have 15 departments with 15 with their sub classes. Like, for example, I'm using Cavendish University. Has got law, has got PR, has got BM, has got HR, has got GSK. Then under law, there's first and second year. PR, there's first and second year. Then BM, there's first and second year. Even HR can have those classes. Then after that, we go on personnel. We're now adding a person. On adding a person, we're using this device. That's what I use, this device. Then with the cards. For example, I've got 4 cards, and I already registered the cards under my name, my son's name, and my wife's name. Then I'm going to show you how to add a person in the system. You go on add, give them the ID number 9999, their name, their last name, their sex, male, female, the department that they are in, underscore of law. For query's sake, we'll say underscore of law is in first year. The card here, very, very important. We use this device, so it's very sensitive. I'll put this card somewhere. We just have to tap. It reads. You can see the card number is there. Let me do it again so that you are clear. This is the card. You just tap. It comes. Once it comes there, you are done. You can enter the day that person is hired. If it's today, you write today's date. There's today's date there. Their birthday. If it's needed, the photo, you can go the photo. Or if you have a webcam, you can get the webcam, capture a photo, go there. Don't mind, those are my personal issues. You can get whatever you want. Upload a photo, for example. I'll go on photos. What photos do I have here? I can get this photo, for example. Then once I'm done, I do okay. But if I've got a number of students that I'm entering, I will do save and continue. Save and continue. It will take me again to the same part where I'm entering all the details for the students. That's where it's going to take me. Then there this part of details where you enter education, political sorry for this. So this is political status, telephone number, country code, job title. Like for an institution, we'll say education, school of law. We'll say school of law. Then title, you can say student or lecturer. Country, Zambia. City, Lusaka. Telephone number, national security number. Place of birth, I was born in Monze. Home address, work address, say Cavendish, whatever address you have. My home address, I would say plot 12 Kafue East. Then I'll come back here, access levels. We already made an access level. So if I'll give this person, remember, in the first video, we created access levels. So these access levels, we're gonna give them to the person. Sorry, we didn't create access level. We'll create them later. Sorry for that. You created first. You created access levels. You go on access levels. You give them access. I'm giving this person access. If you see access level, authorized access level. Then what will I do? I'll save and continue now. I'll go to the next person. In this event, I'm not saving, just for a demo. I'll go on sorry, on access access control. There are this block here is showing us as time zone, holiday, door settings, access level, and bypass, personal group, multi-group, real time. Actually on real time right now. So we'll go on time zone. Just the way they were put there, we'll add the time zone. What time do you want student to access a class? Example, on Mondays, their class start at, I'll say 7. You can modify the time if you can drag it, 7:30 to 19 hours. Sorry, this should be 19 hours. This class on Mondays, it's been accessed by students from 7:30 to 19 hours. I'll go on Tuesday again. I'll do the same thing from 7, just there, modify, give it the same time zone, 19 hours. Okay, I can go down whichever days I want those to be opened if I'm using a maglock or what. Then I'll give it a name. For example, I'll give it class 2, of which I don't have. Remarks class 2. Then I'll say okay, it's okay, I can add this, it's okay. Then once I synchronize, all the data that I've done that I haven't saved or what, it goes in the system. It's like it's registering itself with the system. Just here, the mistake I made, I'm gonna go back again, rectify it. I'll go on personnel, go to a person that I've added, edit. You can either give I think this already has access. You can give them access from here if you want, or we go back, we go to access levels. Sorry, still loading. Holiday district. When are the students closing on such a date? You can make the holiday calendar that we want it to be made. Door settings. I've got 2 doors. I've named them School of Law because they are under School of Law. So those are like this door. Not door, card. This card I can give it 0 seconds so that when you just tap, so that it gives access to other people who are coming. You just tap, pap. People are just passing there. And I'll say okay. Return, go to the next card reader, edit. I also give it 0 so that you don't have a congestion and people are coming out of class. Something here, time, give it 24 hours so they can be accessed at any time. Or you can give it the time zone you've created. You can give it the time zone I've created if you want. So if I say I give it 1, because 1 I'd put from 7 to I think 19. So after 19 hours, the door can be accessed. No card will read after 19 hours. If there's a maglock, the classroom remains locked. No one can access it. Here you can either change. You can use by finger only, card only. You're using finger and card. And when you're programming a finger, I'll come back to that later. This is do finger and card. Where are my eyes taking finger cards? We say okay. We synchronize. Come on. Okay, synchronize. Access level. We've created class 1. So what you created. By default, all these names here, everything, whatever is here, is this side by default. So if the faculties are this side, and you want to give the students access to you have to authorize them to give them access. The student names are here. So you're gonna, if you create groups for the students, all the students according to their faculties, they will be here according to their groups. So once you, like for query's sake, let me take them back. This is how it is. This is how it is. So you highlight, you see School of Law, these are the doors, the readers, law and the School of Law, these are the doors. Here it's written door name. I'll send them all the doors, I'll put them this side. Then I come here on the students, I also send them this side, which means I've given these students access to this door which has got two cards. You can either go in and come out. Then I'll synchronize, process it. It's finished. Then anti-bypass. I'll edit the same one. It's how it is. The device name is McGeoseph. That's the device name. Then I can give anti-bypass. They want to give it. If somebody can go, if they enter one door, you can deny them access to the other door. Is what it means. If let's say students has just come in clocked but didn't clock when coming out, the following day they come, they want to access the same door, it will refuse because they didn't clock out. That's a basic point about this. You are done here. This and bypass. Personal groups, you actually on this one, personal groups, you can actually group the students according to their faculties. When ignoring the students, remember there's a term where you make departments, schools according to their faculties. You can actually do that here. You group them so that it's easy for you to give them access. The way the students are registered under human resource, under law, under PR, under BM, you can group them according to how you want to group them. We want to do the multi-card opening here. Real time. This is now the big fish. This is where you see if the cards that are registered are really working or not. This is the part where you'd come and see the whole dirty games you are playing, the whole mess you created, if actually it's working. The camera can come this. If you see one thing, after it was loading, the doors have to be brown. What I'll do here, I'll just bring the readers closer so that the camera won't be pushed on two angles, as in here, there. I'll bring the readers here so that the camera can pick both. This door, I think there was an anti-bypass that we had programmed before. If I click here, you see, you can see that's refused because I haven't clicked the other card. So if I go here, access is there. If I go back here again, it's showing that I'm already in. So I have to go out. I'm now out. If I want to come in class, I log in. After a lecture, I've knocked off, I log out. Same applies with this card. Is out. Is in. You can't. You have to go out. So if you logged in, you went for class or you went for work, after lecture or after work, you just say to go home and say, I'll come back tomorrow. I won't even clock out. You come back in the morning, you find there's a lecture on the door, they're waiting for you, then they tell you to clock in to see how many people attended class yesterday or how many people dodged or didn't clock in. You tell to clock in. Denies. Tell you, my friend, you didn't clock in yesterday. Go and see that instruction, got a case to answer. That's the whole point about this. You're supposed to clock out. If there's a mag lock, this is going to help you 100%. Because no matter what, you won't access the room. if you didn't clock out a previous day. You just have to clock out so that tomorrow, the following day, you clock in. So all the cards are working. And if you see the other part, I put it on 0 seconds. You see? Sorry, it has refused. Out. It is in. It has refused. You just put them like this so that in is this side. So it's refusing, supposed to be out. So what I'm gonna do here, I want to use all the 4 cards on a given time, like let's say on the space of 2 to 3 seconds. So I'll have all the cards in my hands. These are 4 cards. I'll start 1. So this is already out. Okay, let's try this one. Ready. Okay, this one is okay. Okay, this one is okay. This one is okay. So let me start. This one's gone in. Gone in. This one is out. Let me see if it's out. This one is okay. This one's supposed to go in. This one will work here. This one will work here. I don't know if I've made the mistake. This one will work here. Okay. Let me use, you see, it's gone in. It's gone. What is refusing? It's gone in. It's gone in. So if you were to check the timings, the timings are like, the processing is like kind of fast. You see, it says refused. It's working. It's working. So the whole point about this is the timing is kind of on 0. So it has got no delay time between the students. The student can actually be following each other. Just tap, you tap, you go, you tap, you go, you tap, you go. Then extracting a report. I think we are done here. We'll go to reports. Reports can be customized, because if you get the whole report, you're gonna get a lot of junky, unwanted data that you won't even use. So you go on custom export. You can create a report that you want to get. You go here, the first here, this is not important, it has to do with power. Then I'll just close that. Let me just run you through what we did. Then this is the data that we actually need. This is the data we need. The door information, there's list, there's line, the door information here, there's door name, there's door number, there's time on attendance, verified type, card. There's a lot of issue data that you would need after extracting a report. So if you do, and this you can only get them from this other dialog box. If you click here, for example, connect type, you send it here, this button, you send this side, goes this side. Then when you are done, you do okay. Okay, then you go on the data, extract, and this data, what we are here, you have to actually customize the data according to the departments or students or faculties or lecturers. If you want the data for lecturers, make a data, customize it what you want for lecturers only. Students, what you want from students, or is it the time they come in, the time they knock off? If that's what important for you, it's okay. If the time they're denied access or the time they are given access, that's what you get. When you're done here, go on the query. This is the data that you've queried. You can query the data. You can export it in Excel sheet. Name it the way you want to name it. You can name it data. There's already data here. It's actually exporting in Excel sheet. Then this data can be used for finance in the other departments for query's sake. Whatever happens, if you open the Excel sheet, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. I have to like give it some space like this, create some space. This is the data that you need at the end of the day. What you want to use. HR can use this, account can use this data and see which lecturer didn't have a lesson, is supposed to be paid a full pay, you only wait for 2 hours. This is the data supposed to use. Students who didn't pay, did they access class? If that's what you want, you need a maglog. Get me right, you need a maglog. If there's no maglog to restrict the doors, even students who haven't paid are gonna have access to the classroom. So let's get that from me. You need a maglog to control who has paid and who hasn't paid. If you remember, in our initial beginning, there was a part, I don't know if I mentioned it. Let me just go on the personnel. If I say add, this is the time what the student has registered, and there's another part that I'm looking for. Let me just wait, where is that part? On the personal, then let me see. Yeah, wanted this access level. Yeah, access level. Let's assume this is a person. Yeah, this is a person. We are giving them access to this class. Yeah, so you give them access to this class, and you send it here. Here there is a set valid period under check. The multi-card opening group, I think this should be a door. We click here. This person has paid from today up to the end date. So if a student supposed to pay, let's say has paid school fees supposed to be, let's say 5,000 kwacha, then has paid the 2,500 kwacha, and that only runs for 3 months. You put 3 months here for him or her. You go there, check on the date. This is today's date. He has paid today. Then you go there. 3 months from today. This is when? This is December, January, February, March. March on the 13th, the student won't have access to any door. To the doors that he's assigned. You are going to synchronize. So this feature will help you to control students that have paid and haven't paid. Let me run that again after it's done processing. I'll go here on the next student, who is Miguel, edit. I'll go on access level, period, validation period. Then the student has paid today, and he's paid the whole term or the whole year, or has only paid a 1,000. According to accounts, maybe 1,000 is valid for 1 month. I'll say today's date. He has paid today, we're in class today, and the following month, which is January 13th, the student won't access class. It's gonna lock him. I repeat myself again. The door lock, the mag lock, Very, very important, because it's going to deny access to the student when they come to access class, because it has locked them out. They only paid for a month. So after 1 month, they are done. They won't have any access to the classroom or to the lecturer. So after, this is just a demo of how F12 access control works. But take note, we didn't use a maglock. We're just using it for entry and exit for students. But if you want to restrict the students to go in a certain department, as like the library, a lecturer, they haven't paid to monitor the lecturers, how much they've paid, how much they've taught, how much they're supposed to pay them, you need to put a maglock on the door. The maglock is going to help you to control the traffic and to control how many students have paid on such a particular time. This is Billie Hamusokwe. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you.